From its snowy mountains to its lush wilderness, there is a lot of beauty in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. However, that beauty is contrasted by some of the darkest, creepiest, and most outright disturbing locations in the history of gaming. So these are the creepiest locations in Red Dead Redemption 2. Out near Annesburg is a forest that at first glance appears quite peaceful. However, if you listen carefully, it becomes clear that not everything here is at rest.
We need to get back home.
Although no explanation for the disembodied voices is provided here, there is actually a movie in the game called The Ghastly Serenade, which tells the story of Eugene and Ethel, a young couple from Annesburg who were out courting in the woods when they were set upon by an army of ghosts. The characters' lines in the movie are the same as those spoken in the forest.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Eugene Hutton.
When riding through the bayou, there is always this unnerving sense that you're being watched, that something is stalking you along those muddy tracks and through the stagnant water, and that sensation is probably right. You see, the bayou is home to the Nightfolk, a group of psychopathic killers who mark their territory by strapping dismembered bodies to trees, and they will butcher anyone they can get their hands on.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
They don't seem to speak and communicate entirely through animal noises as they attack, leaving some people to speculate whether the Nightfolk are even truly human. However, they're not the only thing in the bayou that goes bump in the night, as the swamp is also haunted.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting.
This ghostly figure of a woman will appear at night and call out into the darkness, revealing the story of her final days and eventually her suicide.
All them things.
So, you hungry, huh? I got food. I got food inside. Come along.
It's a pretty safe bet that if you come across a cabin in a remote location, something unpleasant will be inside.
Don't you hate old Sonny now? Don't hate him.
What? Oh, you struggled. And you lost. But it was quite a tussle, I tell you. Quite a tussle, my pet. See? Friendship ain't so tough. And neither is you.
Then there is a cabin in New Hanover, filled with the remains of a family who all suffocated thanks to a broken furnace, and another in Dodd's Bluff, where you can uncover a murder scene. However, one of the creepiest cabins has to be Clawson's Rest, where the remains of two young boys can be found. In a letter from their mother, you learn that she'd gone to track down some men who had taken their money, and she instructs the boys to keep the door locked no matter what. She had left enough food and water for 4 days, but planned to be back the following evening. However, it appears their mother never made it home, and both the young children died, waiting for her to return. Slavery had been abolished well before the start of the game, but its legacy is still visible, especially in Lemoyne. There are a number of locations where you can find dank, dark basements or shacks, complete with chains and manacles to hold the slaves who had been captured. These locations don't need gore or ghosts to feel disturbing, and they leave exactly what happened here mostly up to your imagination and your knowledge of real-world events. Most of the settlements in the game are fairly nice, some are even quite beautiful. However, Butcher's Creek is the exception to the rule. On the surface, the butchered animals, buckets of blood, and even a pigskin mask might unnerve you, but there is something else wrong here. The people of the village claim they are cursed, and that the darkness is inside them.
Why's he looking at me funny?
No, he's not well. It's the darkness.
The truth is, they've been poisoned by contaminated drinking water, and the local mining firm is trying to scare them off the land. So, it seems to have all just been a lie, and there's no curse on the town. Or is there? In Rhodes, there is a location that's equal parts heartbreakingly tragic and incredibly creepy. The local gunsmith has a man locked away in his basement, dressed in a sailor suit and chained to the bed. Make of that what you will. The young man pleads with you to set him free, but it's not until you confront the gunsmith that you learn what really happened.
I was teaching Sammy how to hold the rifle proper out by the river. The recoil shot him backwards. He slipped into the river. The water pulled him downstream so quick. It all happened so fast, I didn't know what to do. I searched up and down that riverbank for days, but I couldn't find my boy. I just miss him so much. And you remind me of him.
The location starts out as very creepy and disturbing as you worry about what the gunsmith has been doing to this man locked up in his basement, but it quickly turns into one of the saddest stories in the entire game. Not every location is quite as nuanced in its creepiness, however. For example, there is this bizarre pagan ritual site west of Strawberry. There is also this house near the Van Horn trading post which contains various mutant creations. However, one of the weirdest supernatural events takes place in the Bayou. Inside this isolated cabin are a number of paintings and one that's still being worked on. Over the course of the game, you can return to this cabin and will find that more and more work has been done on the piece, until eventually it's complete. However, upon this visit, you're not alone. There are a few more locations that are super creepy but didn't make this list because we already covered them in another video, such as the incest siblings, the serial killer and the Braithwaite's daughter. So if you want to continue this dive into Red Dead's most bizarre details, check out the Disturbing Secrets video. For now though, which of these creepy locations freaked you out the most, or is there one we missed? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is James Fakas saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.